Do you guys agree with Mick Devine's assertion that we spend too much money on frivolous expenditures for convention and so
I
on?
would just warn everybody to be cautious when people have had opportunities to address things in the past and they choose not to do it and they choose to make allegations toward others rather than using the mechanisms that are in front of them in order to address anything. If Mick or anyone thinks that the convention is too long, there's a process by which to go about to address that with the convention body. Currently, the convention, it is housed in our Constitution that it's held every 2 years. There have been proposals to move it to 3 years in the past. They've been shot down by the convention body. That determination is not made by the National Executive Board. The amount of days is a legacy. We've always done it the way we've done it. That doesn't mean it could never change, but that was the will of the body. Most of them use that time well and educated members. And in this case, when we use our convention time to educate folks, Mick decided that the best thing to do was to take his region to the beach to party. You choose to use the money the way you want to. We believe in educating and that camaraderie. As far as it being frivolous, when you take families, this convention has so many families and there was so many smiling faces, and building that union legacy and having children ages ranging from, I saw babies and bassinets essentially. My daughter was there, a 20-year-old. Having that opportunity to have families around, grow the union, understand the solidarity, see the sacrifice that their parents make, will probably spawn union members in the future. So calling it frivolous is to me absolutely not the case. To say that it only takes 2 days, I don't know where he comes up with that. Everyone that I went to has always had 3 days of business. We've worked every single day. To try to cram it in for whatever reason, maybe because you don't want to be there around the people that you asked to represent, that's not something I'm interested in. I want to be around the people. I want to do the business of the union, and however long that takes, that takes. Going back to the very beginning, do we agree with him? Frivolous spending, absolutely. There should be no frivolous spending, but I don't believe that our putting on our convention is by any means frivolous. It's something that has to be done for this union to move
Yeah, I
forward.
think what's an indicator of leadership is go back and listen. It's easy to Monday morning quarterback anything, but that's also part of our job is to go and take a look at what was it. And a lot of people think the president and executive vice president control this. Everything from how much you pay in dues to can we spend money on food, alcohol, or anything else. That's for the convention body to decide, not for the president and executive vice president. That's the power of having union. And guess what? If you said you could never buy another dinner or another drink, or you can never have dinner on a boat, it always has to be in an actual restaurant. That's what we're bound by. We're bound by the members of this union leading it and saying what's important to them. And if that's what the membership wants, that's what we're bound by. They guide us. The body tells us how to move forward and what to do. We're here to make sure that we execute it, and we will execute every provision of that Constitution, with the full weight of our office. That's what we promise to each and every one of you.
I would add to that, Nick, that if you don't have faith in yourself to get in on that mic and try to move that body, I would be very careful electing that person to potentially negotiate on your behalf. Because from experience, I know that contract negotiations aren't easy and they aren't for the meek. If you are not willing to stand before your body at the convention and say, I believe this, be it popular or unpopular, if he or anyone else thought that this convention should be shortened or that there should be provisions placed to reduce the expenditures at the convention, that's the place to do it. It's very interesting that people decide, and it's been said by Mick Devine, I told you one thing as a candidate, I'm allowed to be more, what was the word he used?
Yeah, I told you one thing as the RVP, and now that I'm a candidate, I can be more candid with you.
I could be more candid, right? I'm always candid. Nick is always candid. Candid is what's called truthful. Yeah. We're truthful because when you lie, you have to remember your lies. I have no interest in doing that. So a lot of times I think I come across as extremely straightforward, and it is the truth. I am straightforward. I believe in things and I fight for those things. Sometimes I'm on the wrong side of it. Sometimes I'm on the right side of it. But it's always in the interest of what I think is best for the union. And if a person has not done that to this point, don't expect that they'll start doing it when you give them more power.
Every 2 years, a 3-day convention. I don't think that's frivolous spending. Can there be improvements made? Do we need the logo on the wall or whatever it be? We look at that, everything on the ATX planning committee, and we're looking at, should we have a breakfast sandwich? Should we not have a breakfast sandwich? What does that look like? Is that right? What are we bringing, to our union? And what are those cost savings and efforts that can be done? It should be part of our discussion always, and leaders should be standing behind it of what's said and what's done about it.